Let's discuss the last topic here, which is heights and distances. Here we have two concepts, the angle of elevation and the angle of depression. Now, what do you mean by an angle of elevation? For example, there is a boy Raj. So, Raj is standing here on this street, and there is a very tall building right in front of Raj. So, this is the tall building. Now this is the Raj's eye level. So Raj's eyes are somewhere here. So this is his eye level. Now to see the top of this building, he'll have to shift his eye level or his eyesight from this angle to this angle so that he can see exactly where the top of the tower is. So in doing this, he just lifts his eyes up. So this angle formed with the angle of the eye level is called theta, or the angle of elevation. So Raj is down here and is looking at the top of the building. So this angle formed with the eye level here, this is the eye level, is called theta, or the angle of elevation. Now let's take another scenario. I have a building here and Raj is now on top of this building. So this is the floor. Now what happens is, there is another guy here. Let's name this guy as Roy, and this is Raj. Now Roy calls Raj from down here. What happens is, now Raj is looking in this direction. So this is the eye level for Raj. Now what happens is that to see Roy, he has to shift his eye level from the state level to this level below. So now he starts looking, he just bends his face and he starts looking at Roy here. So this angle formed with the eye level again here, theta, is called the angle of depression. If you apply a little bit of geometry and I draw a parallel line here, then this line is parallel to this line and this is the transversal. So if this angle is theta, then this angle is also theta as alternate angles. So take note, this is the angle of elevation when Raj is somewhere down and looking at the top of a building, and this angle is called the angle of depression when Raj is standing on an elevated platform and then looking in the downward direction. Let's take a couple of examples on heights and distances. Two ships are sailing in the sea on the two sides of a lighthouse. So I have a lighthouse here. Let me draw a lighthouse. And then I have two ships. They are on different sides of the lighthouse. So if this is the lighthouse, I'll draw the lighthouse. So I have one ship here on one side and the other ship here on the other side. The angle of elevation of the top of the lighthouse is observed as 30 degrees and 45 degrees respectively. So let's say this angle, this ship observes an angle of 45 degrees and this ship on this other side observes an angle of 30 degrees. If the lighthouse is 100-meter high, so I know that this lighthouse is 100-meter high. The distance between the two ships is, so we need to tell this distance. Let's take this distance as x and this distance as y. Now remember, in all the heights and distances questions, there is a shortcut. You need to form two triangles. This is the first step. And the second step is that you need to apply the formula for tan theta on both these triangles. So let's form the two triangles. Let's name this top of the lighthouse as A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. So at B and D we have the two ships. So one ship is at B and the other ship is at D. Let's apply tan theta once. So I apply tan 45 degrees is equal to this perpendicular, which is 100, divided by the base, which is x. I know that tan 45 degrees 1, so I simply get x is equal to 100. Let's apply tan theta again for this second triangle. So I have tan 30 is equal to the perpendicular, which is 100, divided by the base in this triangle, which is y. So tan 30 is 1 by root 3, so I get y is equal to 100 root 3. Root 3 is nothing but 1.732, so this gives me 173.2. Now what is that I want to find out? I want to find out the distance between these two ships, which is nothing but x plus y. So this gives me 100 plus 173.2, so this is 273.2 meters. So the nearest answer is the option C here. So again, in all these questions, apart from remembering what is angle of elevation and what is angle of depression, what you need to do is form two triangles, apply tan theta in both of them. A man standing at a point P is watching the top of a tower. So I have a point P and this man is watching the top of a tower. You need to draw the figures correctly, otherwise the whole question will go wrong, which makes an angle of elevation 30 degrees with the man's eye. So this angle of elevation here is 30 degrees. The man walks some distance towards the tower to watch its top, and the angle of elevation becomes 60 degrees. So this figure will become a little cumbersome, so what I'll do is I'll make this angle as 60 degrees and the initial angle I'll make it here. So initially the point P was here and this is the point P dash. This angle was 30 degrees and then he moves in this line to reach the point P dash here, from where the angle is 60 degrees. What is the distance between the base of the tower and this point P? Now if you look here, the height of the tower is not mentioned. This height is not mentioned. Let's take this as x. Now if I do not have even one numeric number in the entire question, I cannot ever find out what is the distance of the point P. So the answer here is simply data inadequate. If let's say this height was 100, I'm doing a question by assuming a height so that you have a clarity. In the given question, we do not have this height of the tower, so it is not possible to solve. The answer is data inadequate. Let's suppose that the height was 100. Then how would we find this point P? What I'll do is I'll simply apply tan 30 degrees in this triangle A, B and C. Tan 30 would be what? 100 divided by this distance x. So this gives me x. So x is nothing but 100 root 3. So if I'm given, only if I'm given some of the values in the question can I find the answer, otherwise I cannot. So the answer here is data inadequate. Let's look at another question. Tower 1.6 meter tall is 20 root 3 meters away from a tower. So if I have an observer 1.6 meter tall and I have a distance here of 20 root 3 meters is from a tower. So I'll have a tower, sorry for this bad line. So I have a tower here. The angle of elevation from his eye to the top of this tower, so this is the eye level, and the angle of elevation is going to be this. So this is 30 degrees. We need to find out the height of the tower. I know that this height h here will be 1.6. If I can find out this height x here, I'll just add x plus 1.6 and this is the height of the tower. So apply tan formula for this triangle A, B and C. So tan 30 is the perpendicular, which is x, divided by the base, which is 20 root 3. So divided by 20 root 3. So tan 30 is what? 1 by root 3 is equal to x by 20 root 3. So root 3 and root 3 cancels out. I have x is equal to 20. Now what is the height of the tower? 20 plus this 1.6 here. So my final answer is 21.6. So this is my final answer. Let's try another question. What is the angle of elevation of the sun when the length of the shadow of a tree is root 3 times the height of the tree? So let's take the sun to be somewhere here. And now if I have a tree here and this is the ground, the sun rays are going to come like this. So the shadow is going to be somewhere on this side. So this length A, B is going to be the shadow, and B, C is the length of the tree. So if I take the length of the tree as X, I am given the shadow of the tree is root 3 times the height of the tree. So this Y is equal to root 3 times X. So in other words, I have X by Y is equal to 1 by root 3. Now if I apply tan theta in this triangle, I have tan theta is equal to X by Y, which is nothing but 1 by root 3. I know that tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So this angle theta here is definitely 30 degrees. Let's try another question. From the top of a vertical cliff 40 meters high, the angle of depression of an object that is level with the base of the cliff is 30 degrees. How far is the object from the base of the cliff? So here what I have is I have a vertical cliff which is 40 meters high and I have the ground level here. Now the angle of depression, as I told you, let me draw this line first. So I have an object here in line with the base of this cliff. So the angle of depression here is this angle, because if you remember, Raj was standing here, this was his eye level and he looks down. So this is the angle of depression. So this is 30 degrees. A lot of students make mistake and consider this angle as 30. You will get the entire question wrong. So this angle is 30 degrees and this line here is parallel to this line and this is the transversal. So if this is 30 degrees, then this is also 30 degrees. Now I'll just apply the tan formula. I have tan 30 is equal to this perpendicular 40 divided by this base x. So this is x. So tan 30 is what? 1 by root 3 is equal to 40 by x, or x is nothing but 40 root 3. So the object is 40 root 3 meters away from the base. So my final answer is 40 root 3. Let's try another question. The angle of depression from the top of a tall building to the top of a shorter building is 30 degrees. So here in this case I have two buildings. So I have a bigger building here and I have a shorter building here. They both are on the same base. The angle of depression is 30 degrees. So this angle, if I join this line, remember this angle is 30 degrees. This angle, which is formed with the eye level. Now what I'll do is I'll draw a line parallel to this, passing from the top of this shorter tower. So if this is parallel to this, then this angle also becomes 30 degree as alternate angles. The angle of depression to the base of the shorter building is 60 degrees. So I have another angle of depression here, which would be, I'll just change the ink color so that it is more clear. So I have another angle of depression here, which is to the base of this shorter building, this base. So I have a building A, B here, which is the taller building, and a C, D here, which is the shorter building. So this angle here is 60 degrees. So if this line is parallel to this line and this is the transversal, so this angle is also 60 degrees. If the shorter building is 170 feet tall, so this is 170. What is the distance between the two buildings? So I need to find out this x. Again, the golden rule holds: make two triangles and apply the tan formula. Now you need to find out which two triangles to use. Now if this is 170, I can easily say that this is also 170. Let me consider this height as y. I'll just name this as E. So BE is y. I'll take the triangle BDE first, which has this angle 90 degree. Here tan 30 is equal to y divided by x. X is the distance between the two towers. So I have y is equal to x divided by root 3, because tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So this is the first equation. Let's look at the second triangle. I'll take the triangle B, A and C. I have tan 60 degrees is equal to y plus 170, which is the perpendicular, by the base, which is x. Now tan 60 is nothing but root 3. So if I take x here, so I'll get root 3x is equal to y plus 170. Y is what? X divided by root 3. So I have x divided by root 3 plus 170. So when you solve this, you will get 4x by root 3 is equal to 170. So I'll just write here. So x, which is the distance between the two towers, is 170 multiplied by root 3 and divided by 4. So this is my final answer for the distance between the two towers. I hope this is clear. What I've done here is tan 60 is root 3. I took x this side, the denominator, and y I substituted from here. So I could easily find out what is x.